Welcome to ecotopiaU Media. I'm your host, Melissa McGinnis, with my fabulous co-host, Tom Wright, and we are with another visionary today, Ron Blizter. It's so nice to be with you here today.
Well, it's nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
You have a one-of-a-kind product on the market right now, don't you?
We do. Be Green packaging. Tree-free, compostable, cradle-to-cradle certified, non-GMO verified.
That's amazing. I've never heard of a package that was non-GMO verified.
I think we're the only one. We're probably the first one. We did that about 4 or 5 years ago. We take it very seriously. It was something as part of a brand that we're building and developing. We're manufacturing here in the United States.
That's another great
South
aspect.
Carolina.
So how'd you get into the non-tree fiber molding business?
You know, it wasn't really my idea, but somebody brought it to us as an idea whose time had come, and we were originally investors. And we were into it for about 6 or 8 months, and then realized this is a great marketing opportunity, a great global opportunity, a great sustainability opportunity, and took the company from a third-party manufacturing operation into direct manufacturing. So we're the first company in this plant fiber world to be manufacturing here in the United States.
Didn't you just open a new facility?
We did in Ridgeland, South Carolina, in Low Country, about 30 miles north of Savannah, Georgia.
Wonderful. So I'm sure, obviously, you're offering tons of new jobs to this
We're
area.
creating a lot of jobs. We're in a rural environment. We're doing a lot of training, but you know, there's a lot of history of pulp and paper making in the southeast of America.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so, you know, we capitalized on that heritage, and we commenced production there about 8 months ago. And we're creating jobs, and green jobs and sustainable jobs.
Green jobs, and you're also not buying things from other countries, which people, you know, your carbon footprint when you bring things in, I mean, that's fantastic.
It's pretty compelling. Actually, our cost of our end product that we're manufacturing in the United States are as much as 30% less than what we were doing in China.
Oh, wonderful.
And so that's due to lower electricity costs here in America, lower raw material costs, lower water costs, and so those are the main components. And then the raw materials produced here in the United States are actually lower costs than what we were getting in China.
And what will you use? What were you using in China as raw materials, and what will you use in America as raw materials?
In China, we were using bulrushes, cattails.
Isn't that where Moses came out?
It's biblical.
It is biblical. Yes, Moses in the bulrushes. In the bulrushes. Here in America, we really wouldn't be able to harvest the bulrushes because they're grown in the wild, and so it's really not practical to do that. Although bulrushes do.
So do they fish farm with the bulrushes in China? Is that what's going on?
They're on low-lying hillsides in China.
Okay.
And here we're using wheat straw. So we're taking advantage of agricultural secondaries, and we're collecting wheat from local farmers, and pulping it, and turning it into plates and bowls and food stock for our end products.
And it's compostable.
It's all compostable. It's not only compostable; it's also recyclable. And
how's that work? I mean, how do you have it be both?
How do you have it be both? Well, it depends on the end user, right?
Okay.
So, you know, if there's a recycling stream, it goes into a paper recycling stream, and we're certified with chasing arrows.
Very nice.
And through Western Michigan University, that's third-party certification for recyclability. And of course, composting, which is a growing industry in America. We're a compostable product and certified BPI.
And you're also certified cradle to cradle.
And we are certified cradle to cradle. Our pulp is certified cradle to cradle. And then we are using a very holistic cradle to cradle philosophy in our business.
There's a specific certification that comes out of...
Yes, I mean, that goes down to the molecules of all the ingredients that go into our products And then, you know, there are 5 pillars to the cradle-to-cradle certification.
That's C2C Institute?
That's the Cradle-to-Cradle Packaging Institute in San Francisco.
It's the perfect model of what they're, I mean, cradle to cradle. It's a secondary product and it goes right back into the earth.
It is. And then the 5 pillars of the certification, material utilization, material reutilization, water conservation, electricity and the sources of the electricity, and then of course social welfare.
Social welfare.
Social welfare. Is it difficult to find that much product, or you don't have a problem aggregating that?
No, you know, America there's an abundant amount of wheat in America. Georgia, in particular, is a wheat belt in America, Pacific Northwest. So there's an abundant amount of wheat straw.
And you're paying for the secondary product, which might not otherwise be a revenue stream for that farmer.
Correct. And you know, traditionally the farmer will either, you know, burn that product, or he might sell it for some bedding and get $50 or $100
So
a
actually,
metric
you're
ton.
helping to sustain organic farmers as well, because
Yes.
you're paying for a secondary that they would not have
And so-
either gotten money for.
Correct, and they have an additional source of income. And as we scale up, you know, not only are we buying the wheat straw from them, but the byproduct of our manufacturing process can actually produce a glycol. And the glycol is used in bioplastics.
Wonderful. Well, this is fascinating. And it's plant-based. I know you mentioned it's not tree-based. That would be a problem if something was a tree-based, right? Because of the carbon issue.
For us, you know, I mean, we're a tree-free product. 30% of the carbon in the atmosphere is a result of deforestation and burning forests. The pulping process that goes into pulping plant products is 50% less water, 50% less electricity, certainly not the high intensity of chemicals used in the pulping of redwood trees or firs or birch trees. So it's less intensive. And think about pulping along river streams, and you know, it's a dirty industry, the paper and pulp industry.
Right. Well, thank you so much for explaining this process to us and for what you're doing, and it's wonderful.
And we look for Be Green.
Look for Be Green.
Look for Be Green at a store near you.
Yeah,
Where can we find you?
Whole Foods. You know, not only is it at Whole Foods in our foods business, but we also manufacture a green packaging for Procter & Gamble. Their Gillette Fusion Pro Glide, their Crest whitening toothpaste, and a couple other products that you'll see on your local.
But to be clear to our
Floor.
viewers, it's that
Steak.
when you go to get a salad at the salad bar, that's your package. That's you're actually, that's a great thing to utilize.
That, what I call the iconic Whole Foods salad container, is made by Be Green Packaging.
Well, yay, Be Green. Be Green. Thank you.
Thank you.